are not lazy, you are just stuck either in flight mode or fight mode or freeze mode. You don't lack discipline, but your nervous system is shutting down. And in today's videos, I'm going to help you to get out of these modes. Hi everyone, this is Maisa and welcome back to my YouTube channel. First things first, I'm going to explain to you how actually your nervous system is not working like it's supposed to be. We all been like in a situation where we feel stuck and like just scrolling on our phones, and then we feel guilty about it because we want to do things and we cannot, and we don't feel like having the energy or the discipline to do it. And in reality, this does not happen because you lack discipline or you're not energetic enough, but it happens because your nervous system is not working like it's supposed to be. Your nervous system main job is to keep you alive. It does not care about glow up, your dreams, your business, your awakening journey. The only thing that it cares about is you being safe. That's why it constantly scans your environment, your dreams, your memories to answer the question, am I safe right now? If the answer is no, then your brain is going to sense hormones like cortisol and adrenaline into your body. The blood is going to leave your thinking body and go straight to your muscles. That's why you are going to feel less intelligent and less creative and more reactive, because your body is shutting down its own system. This is why you know what to do, but you still don't do it. For example, you want to start a business, but the moment when you sit down and start working on that business, you start to feel anxious, tired, stressed, scared, you feel distracted, and you started either cleaning or overthinking or scrolling all day long on your phone, because your nervous system says feels risky, this is not comfortable, this is not safe, take me back to my own safe place. Each time your nervous system feels like something is new and unfamiliar with it, he's going to try to take you back to places where you're going to feel safe and familiar, even if it's not good for you or right for you. And spiritually speaking, your nervous system is the bridge between your soul and your reality. So if your body is in fear, your energy is going to be contracted, and you cannot receive or manifest or create from a state of contraction. And the only thing that you can do is only surviving. That's why your nervous system is not just about mental health healing, but also about spiritual healing. So let's get straight to it. You're either in a fight mode or flight mode or a freeze mode. And now I'm going to explain and to make you understand you are in which mood, so you can know how to get over it. Fight mode, overworking, anger, control. Fight mode happens when your nervous system believes the only way to stay safe is to be in a control mode or dominate mode. Your body is filled with adrenaline, your muscles are so tense, your jaw is so tight, and your mind is always like racing and having overthinks and a lot of thoughts, and you become either reactive or perfectionist or aggressive. And it's not because you are not a kind person, but because your nervous system is controlling your life that way. And how to understand and to know if you're actually living in a fight mode right now. You can't relax because you always feel guilty when you are doing nothing at all and you are not productive. You get angry and irritated very, very fast. Like for the smallest things, you're always going to be angry like so fast. You need to control everything, like even in your relationships with your friends, family, with your partner. You need to be in control, or you're going to feel like you're not safe enough and like you are losing even control over yourself. You work too much to the point that you are going to burn out because you are escaping from all of the thoughts and from all the fears and from all the things that you don't want to face. That's why you put all that energy into working. That's good, but at some point it's going to be so negative and so bad for you to a burnout point. You hate vulnerability. You hate being weak. That's why you argue everything just not to show that you are a weak person. Even in reality, we can always get weak, and it's okay to be weak sometimes and vulnerable and to ask for help. But in your case, you want or you prefer to argue than showing people that actually inside you have like some vulnerability, or you are weak because of something that happened to you. And fight mode actually comes from a past where you had to be strong to survive, either in your childhood or where you were a teenager. You always had to be that strong kid. Even at that point, you needed someone to protect you, you needed someone stronger than you, but you had no person or you had no one in your life at that time. That's why you had to become your own strength. And you grow up in chaos, in emotional neglect, in higher pressure. And that's why your nervous system starts saying, if I don't stay in control, I'm not safe. If I don't have control over my life, I am not safe right now. And you will start to think that something bad will happen. So now, even when you are like resting or like having fun, your body is always feeling like it's a war zone because he does not feel safe. So to exit the fight mode, you don't need more anger, you don't need more control, you don't need more stress. The only thing that you need is more safety signals. You need to feel safe in your own body so you can take your power back and you can take your control back, not from your nervous system but from your heart. And the things that you need to do is to try to speak to yourself more like in a calm, soft way. You need to always remember yourself that you are safe, that you are no longer that kid, you are now an adult, you are now a great person. And even if you are now feeling like, or you're living in chaos, it's okay, it's okay, it's not a danger. You are safe wherever you are safe in your own body and in your own mind. You always going to be safe. Try also to do more like breathing exercises. Try to journal a lot about your feelings. Try to understand and to heal that little child inside of you, that little child that needed safety and that needed strength at that moment. Try to understand it and try not to blame yourself for it, because it happened in the past. You were just a kid, you had no control over it. So now let go of that control. It's okay to let go of that control. Nothing bad is going to happen to you, and you are not going to lose yourself in the process. On the opposite side, the moment that you are going to let go and let yourself do the things that it wants to do is the moment that you're going to flourish. So now try to let that control out and try to be in this present moment. Take a deep breath and stay in this moment and say, always affirm that you are safe no matter what is happening around you. The only important thing is to be safe in the inside. And when you do all of this, your nervous system is going to say, oh, I'm not in danger anymore. I am safe right now. And that's how you will start to heal and to get out from your fight mode. Now let's get to the second mode, the flight mode, the escape mode, where you're always going to be in procrastinations and distraction mode. Flight mode happens when your nervous system is always trying to escape reality and believes that survival means running away from everything. Your body is always feeling restless, you jump from one thought to another, you're always overthinking, you can't focus, and you always have the urge to escape your own thoughts because you are too scared to sit with them and to face them. And usually this happens because of a past where you were neglected emotionally, and when you had to face the pain with escaping. When you were in a lot of pain, the only escape for you was your own imagination. And that's why flight mode, usually people who are in flight mode usually tends to daydream a lot in their days, or when they feel stuck, they are used to procrastinate or to distract themselves with scrolling or with doing nothing that it's not good for them, just to escape their own reality and just to escape their own thoughts, because they are too scared to face them and to face what they have behind all of these thoughts and what or where comes this flight mode. And if you want to know if you are in flight mode right now, you are stuck in procrastinations for everything or for every task that you want to do, especially the important tasks, you are always procrastinating them. You are always overthinking instead of taking actions because you are so scared of taking actions because you don't have an escape way when these actions becomes a reality. You keep scrolling your phones for hours with not even realizing that hours passed because you don't have nothing else to do, and you feel safe that way and you feel distracted. You always avoid difficult conversations either with your partner, with your friends, with your co-workers, because you don't like confrontation, because when you were a kid you did not learn or you had not do this, and the only escape for you was to run away from that pain. So you are not used to confront people. And the last one is you jumping from one dream to another and you're not starting on doing nothing or none of them, because when you dream about something you get that adrenaline and you get that boost that you are going to do it, and then you start procrastinating and that feeling goes away. That's why you start to jump to another dream just to take that first boost of energy, and then you are going to do nothing about that dream because you are stuck in flight mode. And why this happens to you specifically, because your nervous system learned that discomfort mean danger. So when something feels emotionally heavy for you, like starting a new business, starting even a new relationship, or being vulnerable, taking risks, your body is going to say, oh, I'm not in comfort right now, I'm in danger, run. And it's going to give you like fake emergencies like hunger or stress or anger or tiredness or sudden ideas, just to make you run away from that feeling. So for you to get out of that flight mode, you need to do some little steps for you to be able to heal. You get out from flight mode when you teach your body that discomfort is no danger. That little child who once were in discomfort and who once were in pain does not exist anymore. That little child who needed protection does not exist right now. It exists within you, but you are trying to heal that little child. How you are going to do this is by little steps that you are going to practice every single day in your life. Try to do tasks in tiny steps. For example, if you need to clean your room, try to take a list to do and do it in small steps that does not take a lot of your time. For example, start by cleaning your bed and then doing your desk and then doing your makeup. And when you see yourself doing these tasks like step by step, it's going to give you more energy and more motivation to do the next step, because you are feeling that you are productive and that you are doing something. Even if it's small steps, it's okay. Baby steps are so important right now for you to get out from your flight mode. Second thing, when you feel anxious or tired or scared, try to stay in your body instead of escaping. Try to sit with that feeling and understand where it comes from and tell yourself it's okay. We are all human beings. It's okay to feel scared, anger, sadness. This is part of who we are. But instead of escaping them and not facing these thoughts by doing whatever you are doing, try to sit like for 5 minutes and understand what you are feeling right now and journal about those feelings. Try to understand why that little child inside of you is feeling right now, and how you're going to heal them by saying or by affirming that you are not in danger. Discomfort does not mean danger. Discomfort, that means something new is coming your way, something beautiful, something energetic, something exceptional is coming your way. And whenever you feel anxious, try to ground yourself by touching something solid, by taking a deep breath, by doing mantras and affirmations and saying, I'm safe, even if this right now feels so discomfortable. I am safe in my body and in my mind. And try to repeat that every single day. When you say affirmations, don't say, I'm not scared. Say, I am safe, because the mind does not understand the no, it understands the yes. For example, if I told you, or if I say right now, don't think about a pink rabbit, you are always going to think about that pink rabbit. So that's why your mind is not understanding the no, it understands the yes. So when you say your affirmations, don't say, I am not scared. Instead, even if I feel discomfort, I am safe in my mind and my body. And this is going to help you to get out from the flight mode. And this is going to let your nervous system tolerate growth. And being discomfort does not mean danger, but means growing and evolving and becoming a better version of yourself. Now let's get to the third mode, the hard mode. The mode where you feel stuck and numb. This mode is described by depression and hopelessness. This mode usually happens when your nervous system is thinking that fight mode or flight mode, they are not working anymore. Controlling or escaping is not working for you anymore. That's why you are going to get into a freeze mode. Your nervous system is going to shut down completely to preserve and conserve your energy. Your body is going to become so heavy, and your feelings are going to become so numb, and your motivation is going to disappear day after day. If you want to know if you're actually right now you are in freeze mode or you are entering in freeze mode, these are the things that you need to be aware of. If you are constantly feeling tired, like all the time, even when you sleep well, eat well, do everything like it's supposed to do as a human being, but you still feel tired, this can mean a sign that you are starting or that you are entering a freeze mode. If you also feel so disconnected from your dreams where used to give you a lot of energy and a lot of hope and a lot of brightness, now you feel so disconnected for them, this is also might be a sign for you. Third of all, if you always feel empty and depressed, and no matter how much you try, this feelings does not go away, this is because your nervous system is shutting down. Also, if you want to change, like deep inside you have that feeling and that faith that you want to change, but you feel so paralyzed and you are stuck in autopilot mode, you can check my previous videos about autopilot mode. This means also that your nervous system is shutting down and that you are stuck in freeze mode. Why freeze modes come to us or happen to us, especially when we are in our 20s and 30s. Freeze mode usually comes from a long stress or a trauma that happened to us, or feeling powerless for too long. If we had a trauma that happened to us like when we were children, or trauma that happened to us even in our 20s when we were a teenager, and that trauma comes right now and we're not aware of it, you are going to get into a freeze mode. Also, if you faced a long-term stress, like not stress about like no, I'm not talking about like 3 months stress or work stress, I'm talking about like heavy stress for years, your body cannot function normally anymore, and your subconscious and your nervous system are shutting down. So that's why you are starting to be, or you are already in a freeze mode. And all of this happens because your nervous system is saying, no matter how I do, nothing change. No matter how I try, I'm always going to be stuck in this situation, in this life, in this freeze mode. So how to get out of this freeze mode? You don't get out from this mode by faking motivation or forcing motivation or faking positive energy, or they saying fake positive affirmations. No, you can get out of this freeze mode by letting life come back to your body, by slowly bringing back life into your own body. You can try small little steps every single day to get out of freeze mode. Don't feel guilty about it, don't feel stressed about it, just try every single day to do these steps to help yourself get out of this freeze mode. First of all, try to do gentle walking. Try to do walking or stretching even for 5 minutes. I know it's hard sometimes for people. I know I'm asking a lot right now, but try to do these little things step by step. Try to walk for 5-10 minutes. Try to stretch into your home. Try to put a music that you like. Also, the music that we are listening to are very important. Try to avoid every negative music, or every music that has negative or sad lyrics to it. Try to listen more to happy music and to good vibration music, and dance to your favorite music. Just like put for 3 minutes your favorite music and try to dance for it, because movement helps our body to get the life back to it. Also, try to take care of yourself. Try loving yourself. Try doing small little gestures for yourself, like taking a warm shower or stay under the sunlight for 5 minutes. And try also to take always deep breathings and to slow your life and to take things step by step. And the most important thing, guys, whether you are in a fight mode, in a flight mode, or in freeze mode, you need to practice gratitude. You need to elevate your energy, because if you do not practice gratitude, you are always going to see the darkness that you have in your life and not the light and the good things that you have in your life. Gratitude, we don't know how much it helps us, like spiritually speaking, emotionally speaking, scientifically speaking. It always helps us to elevate our energy, because when you practice gratitude, you are going to feel these small wins. For example, if you are grateful for simple things that you have in life, you are going to feel like you are winning in life and you are not losing. And that's how your nervous system is going to say, oh, I'm moving again, life is moving again, I'm not trapped anymore. Because you are reprogramming your nervous system and you are reprogramming your body that life is moving your way, that you are doing great things, that you have all of these beautiful things in your life, because you are starting to seeing whatever you have in your life, even the smallest things, even for having a phone, a bed, food. Be grateful for that, because you are now seeing the full cup, not the empty side of the cup, but the full side of the cup. And you are learning that life is not black or white. Life can be mixed of a lot of colors, not gray, but a lot of mixture of colors. Also, try to do visualization. Try to meditate and visualize your future self, your higher self, your future life. Try to bring more beautiful and positive energy to your life from that future. Try to close your eyes and imagine that our future, that your future is so good and it's so beautiful that you are going to take energy from it to your present right now. So you are not lazy, you are not behind, you are not failing. Your nervous system is trying to protect you the way it thinks it's right for you, even if it's not good for you right now. The moment that you teach your body that it's safe to grow, to evolve, and to shine, safe to receive and to give, your entire reality will start to change. And this is what becomes alive means. If this message touched you or spoke to your soul, always affirm, I choose to become alive. I choose my own happiness and I am safe in my mind and my body. Because your life starts in your nervous system. If this has resonated with you guys, sit with it, don't rush it. Awareness is already a shift. From me to you, Mesa. Thank you. Bye.